So whilst we wait for those other parts to dry, we're going to do the first layer on the body of the hare. So as you can see in the reference image, there's a light coming from the right hand side, and he's got a lovely, he's got a lovely glow of gold on his chest, and then quite a speckledy sort of a feel to the left hand side. So we're going to use goethite and buff titanium for the right hand side, and then hematite and some sepia, sodalite, hematite violet genuine and some sepia on the left hand side. So I'm picking those tubes up, I'm holding them in my hand, you've got them on your palette. So let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is wet the body of the hare. So carefully up to that line there, the underside of his jaw, and just plenty of water on there. Don't worry about the flicky bits, if you like, yet. We'll do those as we go with a wet on dry technique. So we're just going out to the inside of the outside lines, if you like. Plenty of water, so that it's a wash. Then I'm going to pick up this little number 3, number 4 it is, a synthetic brush, and off we go. So I've got plenty of water on there, it's still flowing on the surface. And I'm going to pick up some buff titanium. I've got some here in my palette, so I'll use some of that. Buff titanium at the back of the neck there, it's the lightest colour. Just some little flick ups there. Some more water. Buff titanium's quite a strong, gluey kind of a mix. So when you're doing little flicks like this, start well in from the edge. Don't start at the edge, and try and make them different angles and different, random. They haven't been combed. So we've got a nice glow there of colour, a light colour on his back. And I'll take that right down actually, so I'm putting on buff titanium and a little bit more water as well. Just take some off my brush, putting a bit more water on there. I'm going to do the same on the other side, and on the front side, because this is the lightest part. So I'm just dropping it on there, not super amount on my brush, just creating a bit of a shaggy look there. Rinse off my brush, and then I'm going to pick up the goethite, which is the goldy colour, and I'm going to just drop that under his chin and down in a line down the front, just dropping it on. Drop it at the top there. Wet your brush, put some more. So we want it to feel as if it's flowing down from the top. Drop some more in there, because it does go lighter as it dries. Just a little bit of a flicky up there, rather than it being just a hard line for now. A little bit more under there. Wet my brush a little bit more, drop a little bit more water on there, and it'll just run down. I'll just lift it up a little bit so that we've got a little bit of water in there. I'm just going to drop a little bit more water at the top, just to encourage it to run down, like so. And then I'm going to go over to this side here, and I'm going to do the same. So I've run out of water there, so I'm just going to drop some more water on. I'm a bit casual with this water. A little bit more water on the smooth, on the brush. And rinse off my brush. Then I'm going to drop water above the colour so that it pushes it downhill. Then I'm going to pick up some Hematite Genuine. Now this is a really punchy colour, so you need plenty of water to make it do its thing. And I'm going to start up here underneath this chin and just run it down like so, on top of the goethite, just around to there. A little bit more water. You almost can't have too much water in this process. So I'll pick up a water brush. This is a number 8. And I'll just drop some more water down over the back there. It's amazing how quickly it dries out. And some more water at the top. So I'm just using the tip of it. So the brush, I'm dipping the brush in the water. I'm just giving it a little shake. That's all. And then just drop the water in at the top and let it push those colours out. Because you really need plenty of water on here. Then back to the goethite, Hematite Genuine, Violet Genuine, and drop some more in here. So I've got a little bit of a tilt going there. Plenty of pigment going on there. A little bit of a tilt there. And then add a little bit more water at the top, not halfway down, at the top. And let it do its thing. Bit more water up here. And already you can see that settling into the tooth of the paper. Add a bit more pigment up here still, because half of it's washing down. And you can see that the Hematite Genuine, so we'll keep on coming down here, down his back a little bit further to the outside still. The Hematite Genuine kind of leaves the dark pigment behind. Some more water. So I'm just dropping that water underneath his jawline there. Down the back. And then we've got a little bit of a line where his front leg is creating a little bit of a shadow. So you want to just drop the pigment in kind of a draggy line effect, I guess you'd call it. Down like so. And also where the back leg is. Kind of creating a bit of a shadow. So now I'm going to put my brush down. I'm just going to give it, I've got quite a puddle there. Just going to tip it backwards and forwards a little bit to re-wet some of it. And I'm just going to add a little bit, I've got some clumps of colour here that are a wee bit clumpy. So I'll just add a little bit more water there. If you get a big puddle down there, dry off your brush and just wick it up. I'll just wet it down a bit further. Just going to add a little bit more to the top there, and I'll pick up the sepia. I've got sepia here. Here's sepia. It's a lovely brown. Just drop a little bit in there. A little bit more water just to dilute that top edge. And just watch it. So that's all we'll do for that first layer, and let it dry. Just pick up that extra water off the bottom, leave it on a little tilt like that. Great.